Hello, 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 and welcome back, friends. We're starting season 2. I've taken you to the European Conference League path. First qualifying round, first leg. That's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? We're facing off against Professional Armenian side. How do you pronounce that? Gandazakar Kapan. There we go. Yes, beautiful pronunciation. Fluent in Armenian, so I am. The Armenian Football Academy Grass. Again, beautiful names for these. You can tell SI are doing their homework. So yeah, they're a professional side, so that scares me a little bit. However, it doesn't look like they were in the competition last year. We seem to be their first fixtures, like, ever. It's quite funny when you look at it that way. But I mean, like, these stage of the competitions, like it's anyone's game. It can be difficult to know what's going on. So the home leg first, we're going to be looking for a good score, hopefully, out of that one. The competition itself, Cardiff met back into the Camry Premier. There we go. Who came up, who came down? What's the preview? We're expected to come second ahead of Bala, which it's nice to see because Bala and the New Saints have made it very, very difficult to sign players, mind you. Cardiff met coming up at 7th. You know what we're going to do? We're going to set you team reports. Scout reports, there we go. Let's just have a look at your entire side. Because if you're coming up and you're permanently an amateur side and you're scheduled to finish 7th, you must have some good players. Let's just look at you and just like go home. Yeah. So Eric Bogain, he doesn't want to sign a deal. If we go into offer a new contract, he doesn't think the squad is good enough. Very, very good player. I didn't expect him to be like the star player for us. But like, he's come on leaps and bounds. He's a good, solid player. Scored 7, scored 13 in all appearances. He's going to be our main man going forward. However, this boy, Nicholas Walsh Miller, 15 years of age. Look at that stat distribution. It's beautiful. He's 5'1". He's just over 8 stone. He's got good pace and acceleration. This guy can probably run with the ball. If we can get that dribbling up, he's got good first touch. The vision, the teamwork, and the work rate, like, I don't want to use the word wonder kid because at this level I've no way of knowing. I've absolutely no way of knowing because our facilities are just not good enough. We don't have the quality in the league to be able to compare him against. You just take it in here, 5.5 or like 4.5 star already. Could improve a lot in the future. I don't think we're going to have him for long. I do think he's going to be stolen from us. He did cost us a little bit of money. Now that was a compensation wage. We got him on a free. We just went over to AFAN and just went, hey, we like your 15-year-old. And they went, we have no power to stop you. So I just took him. So yeah, in terms of in and out, I let go of a load of players because a lot of them were just bit part players for me, not really doing a huge amount, and I just let them go. I brought in Tomas Lawless. Again, he cost a little bit in compensation wages. He's not bad at all, 15 years of age, but again, he's got that excellent potential, and himself and Duggan are just going to battle it out for that first spot. It's trying to figure out, who's the better player. That's the difficult part, because it looks like Lawless is just kind of like all round, ever so slightly the better player, but Duggan just excels in just like key areas, so it's a difficult one. He's got the better reflexes. Lawless is the better technical player, but again, Duggan, in just where it matters to a degree, he kind of comes ahead a small bit. It's going to be so difficult to figure out who I want to start because they both have the same handling, which it's a difficult one. I think I'm going to start Duggan in the league just because he's the more senior of the players. It's weird to say 17-year-old is the more senior goalkeeper because typically you could be in your 30s. That's when you start becoming the senior goalkeeper. Lawless, he's going to get a lot of games in the league, and I think Duggan is going to be my like primary going forward first choice goalkeeper. Belagami, trying to get you out on loan so that you can develop a small bit. I actually tried to release him, but the board said, no, you're a good goalkeeper. We're keeping you. So yeah, I had no say in that one. Who came in? So Liam Williams, not going to start a lot of games. I brought him in for that leadership and that teamwork so that when he comes in, he's not going to collapse. He's not going to fall apart. Determination of 12. Like he's a solid player, 6 foot, good marking. He can do a job for us as kind of like a backup player and maybe even groom into a bit of a captain because again, just like that leadership. Who else did we bring in now? Pat Hagg. Did he cost us a little bit of compensation? No, got him for free. we've taken him in for cover on that right wing because we don't really have cover for Gibbons. Again, good dribbling, free kicks. He's got off the ball and determination, which is nice. I would rather a bit more pace in there, but hey, at 6'3" for a winger getting into those crosses could be a lot worse. He's not going to be our first choice because Gibbons is our first choice. But again, just like having a young player that we can like tutor and develop. Because again, like I'm not going to be at this club forever. I'm going to be moving on eventually. So just leaving them with something to build and work with. That's going to be the plan. Who else did we bring in? Emmett Burnt. Just more options in midfield. I had a lot of bit part players. Nippard. How you didn't. How you weren't caught, I will never understand. I have a soft spot for you. You performed reasonably well. A lot of starts. You're not going to get as many starts at this time. But again, it's like, it was this player. This is the big one that I brought in. Jake Fraling is a new guy as well. Again, with the first touch passing technique, good work rate. 5'6", smaller than I expect, but he can play as backup in that attacking midfield role. So when I do rotate between the 4-4-2 and the 4-5-1, that attacking midfield role, Fraling is going to be a really good addition in that role alongside Nicholas Walsh-Miller. Because if he gets injured, I don't really have anyone who can play that role as well. But Fraling, with the work rate, the technique and the passing, he'll be able to kind of operate reasonably well in that hole. Again, one thing that's really funny about Nicholas Walsh-Miller, he's 5'1". So there's no aerial attack coming out of him, even though he has a goalkeeper rating of 2. I would expect that to be like -7. 5'1". He's going to be a quick, agile little fuck. I brought him in on a very long deal. So when I move on, I'm going to keep an eye on him because he could be an interesting player. Henry Timmy Davis, I brought in, Nigerian tower, 6'2". He's got good pace, good physicals. The anticipation, composure, and off the ball also means that if I bring him on, like my plan for him with that heading, first touch and technique, what he is he's like a last 30-minute player if I need to play with a target man and just boot the ball up to him and get crosses into him. He's kind of that backup striker because the two that I want to play with again is going to be McLean and Bagarin leading that line, same as last year. Can they turn on the waterworks for us again? Hopefully. So we have to kick off with Europe, as is obviously the case. We're going to go with the tried and tested because again, I want to play around with this, but not in a European tie. That's just way too dangerous. Chris Owens playing that right wing back role, Clark in that inside winger. I'm experimenting because I want them to play that inside role, but I also kind of want to give opportunities for the overlaps on that side. Actually, let's just do that. Give opportunities for the overlaps. I may switch them back to regular wingers. Actually, no, Gibbons doesn't perform well in the winger role. I'm going to bring you to fullback support. There we go. Look, tinkering away. So Bagarin here, McLean here, Gibbons here. So now, who do I want in my midfield role? Who do I want? So Cole earned a spot just by having really good. How many league? Just the one. Okay. Fraling is a 7. Okay. Burnett. Play you. There you go. Cole Gibbons. Okay, now we just need to sort out that back line. Oh yeah, Keepings. I forgot about him actually. Brought him in. He's got good pace. He's got good tackling, good decision concentration. He's not going to be incredibly effective going forward with that low crossing and dribbling, but he'll be able to keep up the space. Or he'll be able to like make up any ground between like with Gibbons going forward. So I have him on that left hand side. I'm going to play him as a defend role and have Gibbons in an attack role. Because again, I don't want Keepings going forward. He's an appalling cross of the ball. Harrington and Holmes, or no, we'll go Williams. No, we'll go Holmes. You develop that partnership. Okay, so Lawless, Williams, Walsh, Miller, and there we go. That's going to be our squad. Just auto number. I don't care. Who's got the 19? Interesting. I thought that was Burgoyne or Burgess. I've forgotten the name of my own star player. Jesus. Go to match. Okay. what was his name? Bulgarian. There we go. Okay, so Ben Duggan, good opportunity in Europe. Let's see if he can make us proud. Okay. So again, like, it's not the end of the world if we don't qualify, because it feels like a bit of a transitional period, because I wasn't able to get the players that I wanted in as much, because like I had a lot of players in on loan that TNS and Ballatown stole from me. So if this ends up being a year of consolidating in the league and just trying to develop and just settling on a first team, so be it. But I would like a conference league run if I can. Okay, so we've got the better XG so far. One shot, and we get the owns over to Clark. In Bulgarian, can you? Aberdeen. Well, we're not playing at our stadium. Where are we actually playing at the moment? Because we don't have a stadium that can actually play that amount. So where are we playing? We're playing the racecourse grounds. Interesting. Wrexham's? Yep, Wrexham's. 15,000. Probably 15,000 capacity. Okay, so that looks like what our home games are going to be for European games. Like, it's not like a quote-unquote home game. But, hey, it's in Wales. Oh no. Holmes, get back there. Oh, thank God. Oof. Bad miscommunication by Holmes there, not being able to get onto the end of that Route 1 ball. And I love it between the two of them. Harrington is the one having the worst game. Well, we've had more shots. Slightly better possession. Not by a huge amount, though. And they've got a cross. An away goal. It's not what you want. Not what you want at all. That puts a lot of pressure on us now coming forward for the next role. I'm not happy with that corner routine, because I thought I set this up. These aren't my routines. What is going on? Very, very annoyed by that now. Because there you go, because I'm playing a man marking system at the moment. Bring you back there. That's frustrating. Pro tip: check your what's the word I'm looking for? Check your set pieces. Harrington to Owens, bring it on that left hand side. Go on, go for it. McClinkin on the end of this. Bring it from again. Yes! 1-1. Advantage to Gdansk at Spur. Let's pretend they're Turkish for a moment. There's a good one too with those two strikers. McLean holding it up, bring it back inside for Grain. He finds space for it, brings it across the keeper into that bottom right hand corner. Let's keep going. Okay. And that's our throw in on that left hand side. Owns into Fraling. Frailing to Burnett. Oh, beautiful, beautiful 1-2. Burnett just taking on that near post, finding Bugrain in the middle of the box, and just beautiful way to open your account. 2 goals within 10 minutes, is it? Oh, it's beautiful hold-up play by Burnett there. Just between the two. It's a sandwich. It's an attempted sandwich, I guess. Clark not having an incredible game. Okay. 2-1 at half-time. We'll take that. Oh my God, we will take that. Pump fist. No. Second half. Okay. Harrington not having a great game. We do something about that. Okay, McLean, go on. Go for it. Oh, beautiful. Is that a hat-trick? There's a hat-trick. 3-1. Okay, we have a commanding lead now. Bugrain just absolutely storming ahead in the goal chart so far. You know what? That header at the very beginning hitting the bar, the woodwork has been a nightmare for us to date. Okay. Tactics. So, what do we want to do? Gibbings, I haven't really seen much from you. Frailings, so we're going to do Nippard for Frailings. A box to box. Clark, I don't have somebody who can play on that right hand side. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, we'll bring on Williams for Harrington. Don't want you playing the no nonsense. Okay. 3-1 in keepings. Bring out to Burnett. Keepings crossing in for Clark. Can't get on the end of it. Nippard collecting, brings it wide left to Owens. Can he get a cross in? Owens get the cross. McLean. Oh, beautiful. 4-1. Ben McLean. Bad goalkeeping by the Armenian. Not able to keep it out. We have a convincing 4-1 lead into the first leg that we can take with us to Armenia now. Ugh, flapped at it. Brought it to that left-hand side, or that right-hand side. Bad goalkeeping indeed. And we have another opportunity. McLean taking it forward. Williams, no. Clark, wide for Owens again. McLean, out to Williams. Williams, Clark. Nipper for Grain. Just wide. What we're going to do is we're going to alternate over here. I'm going to have Bugrain play over here. He's never played there before, but we'll see how you do. You've got the abilities, you've got the pace, you've got the off the ball. We'll put you there for a while. Because I want to give Walsh Miller a taste of first team play. I'm actually going to put McLean out there. No, he is by far the worst of the two players if I put him out there. Okay. Hopefully this one bite him in the ass. I want to give Walsh Miller an opportunity because one of the best players, I think he's the second best player in our squad, and I need to find a system that I can play him in. McLean, putting pressure. Oh no, opportunity for a 1-2 here. Oh no, please be offside. Please. Oh, Duggan with an excellent save. It's going to be a corner, 84th minute of the game. Go on, clear it. Ugh. 2 away goals. Ricardo Amick. Not good, Amico. Not good at all. They've overperformed. Look at their XG as 0.81. They have overperformed. Given the opportunities we've limited them to. I mean, to be fair, we've overperformed as well, but better shot on target rate. 5 minutes of extra time. What's going to happen here now? Okay, look, 4-2. We'll take that. That's a good result to take with us. But those 2 away goals do worry me slightly, because it means if it goes wrong in Armenia, we're out at the first hurdle. Okay, so I haven't a huge amount to do. I think I just have like little tinkering to do here and there. I'm gonna come back to you for the next leg. I have to interrupt you to bring you to this guy, Ethan Griffith. I just brought him in for 26. Could potentially go up to like 50,000, but just like 15 years of age, and just look at these stats. It's beautiful. He's probably going to take McLean's spot. I'm going to have Griffin and Bagarin with the hope is that he'll replace Bagarin, because again, Bagarin doesn't want to leave at the end of the year, but he firmly sets himself as our best striker off of the reports. Now, typical. The kind of things you'd expect from a young player has to increase their physical strength, 4 in strength. However, they're 5'10". There's the makings of a decent striker in here. 15 finishing at 15 years of age, along with like not terrible composure, all right decisions for his age, good bit of flair off the ball technique. Could have a nice striker here. He will get games. Oh my God, he will get games. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you about that. This is very exciting. I can't wait to develop this player and see how he turns out. We're back for the second leg. Now, unfortunately, that new 15-year-old striker Griffiths, he's not eligible to play in this game because we need to register him. We'll get the opportunity to register him when we win. Let's just positive vibes. Let's just start as we mean to go on. Let's not bog ourselves down with negativity here. We're going to win. We have a 2-goal cushion. And if we score an away goal, then we put ourselves in a very, very good position. Score 2, it's practically ours. Like the goal is just going to be to score a goal. That's literally it. Just mount the pressure on top of them. We're going with this, no surprises. I've moved a Nippard into an attacking role and taking away the box to box. I want him putting pressure, but like actually we're going to play cautious, but like just ready to like move this into a more defensive system if we need to. Bagarin's going to play a false 9 because I want him to really utilize that off the ball as well as the heading, just like get himself into nice positions and just try cause havoc, because he's at his best when he snipes around those areas. And McLean, do I play you? I fucking play with Poacher. Go on. Okay, start as we mean to go on. Process to the match. Okay. Don't see any major changes there. Kicking off at 8 p.m. Armenian time. They don't even have a manager. They don't stand a chance. Okay. Show no mercy. Let's go. Okay. And now we pray. We've done all we can. Oh no, they start with a corner. Clark gets it, okay. Clark brings it in field, brings it to Bagarin. Bagarin back to Keepings. Keeping brings it to Gibbings. Gibbing, go on, move forward. Get him for a cross. Next to cross, McLean. Oh, McLean nearly starts off with a goal. The second minute, defensive throw and gets turned over. And Keeping's on that right hand side. Nippard. Oh, cross across. Oh, again, almost a goal. The crossbar playing incredible defense for the Armenian side right now. Who needs defenders when you have the woodwork? Okay, come on, come on. Duggan again having a good game. McLean out to Owens. Owens back to Harrington. Barrett. Nippard. Nippard has an overlap here if he wants it. And Gibbings back to Nippard. McLean. Oh, jeez. I didn't think that was a shooting opportunity. I wouldn't have cared if they scored. And they've moved into a 3 attacking. Holmes. Go Nippard. Ah, the wood, not the woodwork. Work. What am I doing? Owens back to Harrington. Harrington through to Bagarin. Okay, Gibbings has some space to work into now. McLean's making a move down that left channel. Gibbings takes it wide. Nippard. Nippard to Bagarin. Bagarin takes Gibbons on the inside. And oh, woodwork again. We've hit the post 3 times in the opening 25 minutes. We are firmly on top. It's Bagarin and McLean close down on that front line. We're going to force a mistake. It's the Armenians. They can't quite get it out of their back line at the moment. And though we can see their fullbacks pushing forward, that's what we want to do. We want to try to get them out of position and then just like slowly work between the lines before trying to get a good pass. Bagarin on that right hand side. McLean. Oh! That's 4 times we've hit the woodwork. Okay. Go for goal? Go on, Holmes. Go for goal. Take a bow, son. Beautiful, beautiful goal. Just like near post, keeper could do nothing about it. Oh, that was a peach of a goal. So 5-2 on aggregate, 1-0 away from home. We have an away goal. We have a major advantage now. Gandaza, Kappa, whatever their name is, they have to score 3 times. Now, if they score 3 times, they do go through in the away goal advantage. Although I think that got scrapped actually for this end of the competition. So 5-2, hell of an advantage. Clark takes it on that left hand side. Squares, no, can't quite get the end of it. Keepings holding back with that defensive role. Gibbons going to take it on the right hand side. Square up for a cross. Now Bagarin, no, not being as lethal as he was in the last game. And you can trying to get through on that break. Bagarin try closing them down. Hitchens back to Nippard. Between the two, McLaren running on through. Okay, he's through on goal. Can you? Nah. Taken down? Penalty? I mean, you know what? Probably shouldn't, again, bad defending, because that wasn't a terribly... Gibbings makes it 6-2 on aggregate. We are comfortably going through. Going 1 step further than we did last time. And we are overperforming in our XG. You know, we're having a very, very commanding performance away from home. This is what you want to see with this side. When it clicks, Bagarin and McLean just playing really well up front. Dressing room. We're doing well. Well done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap these around. And I'm going to give Walsh a go in the side. Wait, he can't play that role. Play as a deep lying forward support. Okay, so I'm taking McLean off because Bagarin is just having, the ratings are about the same. Okay, he comes off because he is an absolute god player, and I want to give Walsh So Mulch, okay, it's Walsh Miller. His nickname is Mulch. Do I give Rhys Davids? Yeah, go on. We'll give Rhys Davids a opportunity on that right hand side. Davis, oodles of potential. Oodles of potential. But he is not by any means our first choice left back. Reynolds injured at the moment. First preseason friendly of the season. Went and got himself injured. To say here, yeah. It was against our under-19s and everything. Injured in the 17th minute. I haven't quite decided where I want him to play because incredibly versatile player. Might even play him as a right wing back because he's got the crossing. So if we need an attacking threat from that right back slot, we have Reynolds who can play that role. But I haven't quite decided what we're doing with it yet. So that should all be fine. Dressing room. Oh, full time. Oh, start second half. Whoops. Trying to figure out what was going on there. Okay, yeah. Okay. Look at him, he's tiny. Okay, Bagarin. Bringing it back to Harrington. Harrington on the left-hand side to Davis. What can Davis do with it? Clark bringing it infield. Oh, Nippard. Gibbings to Walsh Miller. Walsh Miller. Oh my word. That boy is a genius. His first involvement in the game, just picks it up from outside the box, utilizing that exceptional long range ability. Just watch this. He's 15. Incredible goal for the youngster. That is how you cement yourself as a Connacht legend. Oof. Oh my god, that was beautiful. Deep lying forward. Oh my god, he excels in that role. Okay, come on. We don't want any more highlights now. A 7-2, 7-2. I'm comfortable with that. Very, very happy and proud of the boys today. We're overachieving on our XG because we expected goal return of 2.3. I mean, we scored 3. A large amount of shots, not as many on target as last time, but we're really restricting them. And Davis, 3 minutes left on the clock. Are we going to get another goal? Davis, go on. Go on, Burnett. Nippard. Ah, beautiful. Left free. And Nippard's a small player. Like, what height are you? I think you're like 5'6". Oh, 5'4". You know what that reminds me of? Do you remember the Champions League final where it was Lionel Messi's Barcelona against Man United, and Messi just like rises to score a header for the second, I think it was like the 2009 Champions League final, and it was insult to injury. It was one of the smallest players on the pitch scoring the best header of the game. That's what that felt like to me. 4-0 away, like 8-2 on aggregate. We demolished them, comfortably putting ourselves into the next round, and just like laying down a bit of a marker that like we are not to be trifled with. We are a competitive side. You know what? I have really good things to feel about this league season. That competitive duo, and then we've got Gibbings and Griffith like chomping at that bit. I might even move to a front three system. It's an exciting season. Let's see what happens. Catch you in the next one, guys.